Assalamualaikum and a very good evening. I bid to Dr. Ratna and my fellow lab partner. So today we are from group 12 are going to present our project. Our project is about Hariraya blinking lights. So before we begin, allow me to introduce ourselves formally. So my name is Wan Muhammad Haikal bin Sobri and my matrix number is 21,000. As you can see, my picture is on the left-hand side. So on my right-hand side is my lab partner. His name is Muhammad Nafis Ihsan bin Nur Azman. His metric number is 202465. He will be doing the presentation later on about the schematic diagram, video simulation, and last but not least, the conclusion. So without further ado, let's go into the next slide. What is Hari Raya blinking lights? Hari Raya blinking lights is a decorative light which will light up at a special occasion. We, as a Muslim in Malaysia, annually celebrated Hari Raya Aidilfitri. So each year, we will going to see these blinking lights light up nearly everywhere. Everywhere, I mean any place. So we go into the next slide. Where can we find these lights? As I just mentioned just now, we can see this light nearly everywhere. Yeah? So where we can find this light is at the buildings, house, streets, or even at the hotels, supermarkets, parks, and so on. So these lights are very popular because we as a Muslim annually celebrated Hari Raya Idul Fitri. So we use this light as a decorative things. So on to the next slide. How do we design? So we design by implementing the concept of multi-stage amplifier of BJTs. There are 6 components that we need. Firstly, dry cell. Secondly, wires. Next, transistors, resistors, LEDs, and capacitors. So as you can see, the picture on your left-hand side is the examples of LED, and on your right-hand side is the expected outcome of our project. Expected outcome is made on the blackboard. Unfortunately, this semester is fully online. So then I will pass to my lab partner, Nafis, for further presentation. So Nafis.
All right, I will tell you about the schematic diagram. On this slide, it is the simulation. It is a circle taken from the multi-sim of our design.
Yes.
Can we move on to the next slide?
Yes.
So the next slide is the simulation for our design. This video will show you the working for our simulated design. Assalamualaikum and greetings. Now I'll proceed to the simulation of the Hari Raya blinking lights design. Now I will run the simulation. This circuit, our design use 6 LEDs. No, our simulation here uses 6 LEDs, resistors, capacitors, NPN transistors, and also DC power supply. So the use of the resistors are to control the flow of current of the DC power supply, so it will not damage the LED or the resistors. Our circuit are working well on 9 volt of DC power supply. When we use the DC power supply is below 9, let's say 8 volt, it will not working well. You can see that on the LED 3 and LED 6, the lights are not blinking. So our circuit can work well on 9 volt of DC power supply here. So you can see that the lights are blinking fast. Our design can manage to control the blinking speed of the LEDs. To control the speed of LEDs, we need to change the value of the capacitors here. As you can see, the value here is 1 microfarad. So because of that, the blinking speed of the simulation here is fast. When we change to a higher amount, the circuit will, the LED will blink slower. Now I will show you when the capacitors are changed to a higher value. Okay, so now the value of capacitors have changed. I changed it to 22 microfarad. What will happen to the LED? So now the LED will blink slower. You can see that here, LED are blinking slow. The reason for the LED to blink slower is because the capacitors at high value will take a longer time to charge to 9 volts. That is why the LED will blink slower. This is all for the simulation. All right. Moving on to the last. So now, lastly, the conclusion. In conclusion, we have managed to design Hariraya blinking light circuit. Our design are working perfectly as the LEDs are blinking in all various colors. Also, the simulation on the multi-sim was successful, and we have implemented the BJT analysis in our design.
So,
for
did you know that Hari Raya Aidilfitri this year will eventually fall on the 30th May 2021? So I am looking forward to it. How about you?
yes, I am too.
So that marks our end of presentation. I would say thank you to Dr. Ratna for teaching us ECC 3117 for this semester. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you.